I'm Lucy at Millfield Fitness. Welcome to this intermediate to advanced Pilates class. It's a full body class, mainly prioritising the centre or core, depending on how you phrase it. Some of the equipment you may want for the session: thin cushion and a large cushion. Other than that, it's full body weight. So join me as we go through the class. Enjoy! So, starting feet hip distance apart, middle toe forward, knees nice and soft. Just taking the shoulders all the way up, round and down, keeping the back of the neck nice and long. From here, we're going to start with some side bends as we inhale to take the palms all the way up to the centre and exhale to drop the shoulders. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, taking a deep breath in. Exhale over to the side, breathing out, pushing the hip away. And inhale to lift. Exhale. Good. Inhale, shoulders stay dropped. Exhale, opposite hip will push to the opposite side of the room. Inhale. Keep the distance between the shoulder and the ear. Exhale, breathe. Good. Inhale, two more. Exhale, squeeze. Really dragging the hip, feeling the stretch down the side of the body. Breathe in. Last one. Exhale. Good. Inhale to lift and float the arms just in line with the shoulders. Make sure the neck is long and the shoulders are pulling away from the ear. Starting with a hip lift, keeping the pelvis level. Exhale, pulling the navel in to draw the knee just to hip height. Inhale to release. Exhale, lift. Make sure there's no change. Inhale in your side, breathing out. So as you place the toe down, the weight stays even in the middle of the body to change. Breathing out, pull up. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more either side. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. If your back's okay, taking the feet a bit closer together, palms, and then lift, shoulders dropped. I'm going to add a side bend to each of these. Breathe in. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, lift. This time we're going to drop the arms and I'm going to pick up the opposite foot. Breathe out. Breathe in. Side. And lift. Knee. And lower. Good. Side. Over. And lift. Knee. Up. And tap. Last time. Over. Keeping the ribs forward. Lift. Knee. And release. Good. Floating the arms down and relax them. Taking the legs a little bit wider to your standing W position. From here, working just with a nice gentle twist, keeping the pelvis straight and forward, arms just in line with the shoulders. I'm going to breathe in, leading on the side. I'm going to exhale, twist. You keep both hips facing forward, look over the shoulder, nose in line with chest. Inhale. As you twist, draw the navel to spine. Exhale. Inhale. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale, feeling this in the upper back and shoulders. Exhale, pinch the shoulder blades together. Inhale, two more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, breathe out. Good. Standing saw, exactly the same, only the hand's going to come to the opposite foot. Exhale, reach, depending on how you feel. Can we take the opposite arm high? Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift. Two more, breathe out. That would be my lucky hip. And lift. Good, last one. Reach. Good, lift up. And gently release. Keeping the weight on your standing leg, don't mind which. Fingertips just by the temples. As you lift the supporting leg, you're going to exhale and twist to that side. So we're just deepening the rotation. As you twist, you need to pull the belly button in. So as you feel your abdominal muscles work like a ring, they go the opposite direction as you're rotating. Standing knees a little bit soft, fingertips by the temples. First two will slow and then I'll speed up. Pull the belly button, breathe. Lift and twist. Inhale. Sorry, my dodgy one's rubbish. Exhale. more slow. Breathe out, draw the belly button in, look right over the shoulder. Inhale, tap. We're going to speed it up. It should be a little bit easier. Breathe out and tap and tap. Keep stretching that standing leg, supporting leg, working side. And tap. Belly button in, stretch this forward leg. 3, 2, 1, and tap to release. Good, other side. Shoulders back, eyes lifted, belly button engages. Breathe in, lift and twist. Inhale, so the working leg, the leg that's doing the movement, stretches forward as you rotate through the ribs and tap. Keep that tummy tight. One more time. Breathe out and breathe in. 8 quick deep breath. For 8. Tap. 7. Tap. 6. Tap. 5. Tap. 4. Tap. 3. Tap. 2. Tap. 1. And release. Good. Shake it off. And allow that just a little bit to finish. Paddling through the toes, just make sure the ankles feel nice and warm. Last little bit for me, taking a deep breath as you come into shoulder distance apart. We inhale into a deep squat, exhale. Remember I always say, dirty toilet seat, broken door. So imagine you're hovering over a dirty toilet seat and you're holding that door for someone to come in. That's the position. My arms are in peripheral vision, my shoulders are pulled away. Inhale, release from the side. Exhale, push. Inhale, release. Going to add an alternating knee lift. Exhale, pull the knee to chest, lift. Exhale. Inhale, hold. Four to go. 3, 2. Good, last one, exhale. Inhale, lift, good, plant the heel and hold in the squat position. Careful that your tailbone isn't too lifted, just a gentle tuck under to support the lower back. Hands will go down the side of the body, pushing up, opening out the chest. Don't jut the chin forward, keep it level. Breathe in, tiny pulse. Stretching, opening the chest. Arms will float up, tiny pulse. Heels pushing down, bum pushing behind you. 3, 2, back to the start. Exhale. Arms float. Keep the gaze forward and down. Inhale. Push. Inhale. Push. Heels are the strongest part here. 2 more rounds. Breathe. Shoulders back. Pinch the shoulder blades, keep the ribs held, belly button held. Float the arms. Pulse. Last time, breathe in. Arms. Float. Hold. 10, 9, 8. Keep pushing. 6. Heels down. 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Should feel nice and warm. Okay, so roll and plank. Coming all the way along the mat into a high plank position. We're going to hold and we're going to come straight back up. We'll take it into the full roll press. Roll, 1 press and lift. Roll, 2 presses and lift. Roll, 3 presses and lift. Each time, hips in line with shoulders. I'll cue as we need. Nice and steady. Feet come hip distance apart, the middle toe is forward, shoulders rolling round and back, and just soften the back of the knees, take a deep breath. Exhale, draw the chin to chest, scoop the belly button up, and leading with the crown of the head, enjoy that stretch through the lower back, getting your vertebrae one at a time towards the floor. I've not completely bent the knees, but they are soft. I'm not trying to go for a forward hamstring stretch. When you're here, walking out onto your hands. Nice and steady, checking that the fingertips are facing forward, pushing through the palms of the heels and the hands. Tailbone tucks under. Be careful not to have an inward curve in the lower back. Tuck that tailbone, keep the tummy pulled up. Breathing in and exhale, beginning to walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Dropping So we inhale. As you exhale, draw the chin to chest. Scoop the belly button up, round the shoulders. Keep the back stretching as you come forward and down towards the floor. Head, neck and shoulders will release, taking a deep breath. As you exhale, begin to walk the hands out into a high plank position. Keeping the fingertips forward, just watch there's no inward curve in the lower back, so tuck the tailbone under. Gaze is forward and down. I'm lifting the belly button high, driving through the heels and supporting my back by squeezing my bum and lower legs. Inhale to hold. As you exhale, lift the hips high. Walk the hands to the midline of the mat so you're not wiggling too much towards the feet. Drop the head and then start to roll all the way back up. When you get to the top, the head, neck and shoulders release. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. We take it into the full Pilates push-up this time. So with one press, coming all the way forward. Again, nice and steady. Tailbone will tuck. Inhale, forward into your press. Exhale, pushing up. Lift the hips high and walk the hands gently to meet the feet and to roll the head all the way up. I'll take the push just a fraction quicker this time. We're going to do 2. Breathe in. Exhale, roll. Chin to chest, scoop the belly button high. Walking forward and out. Nice and steady. Inhale, bend. Exhale, push. Inhale, bend. Exhale, push. And all the way. So did you notice my first one was rubbish? I let my lower back win. My second one was much better. I used my shoulders and upper body to support. So I'm going to show you again one more time. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. And roll all the way down. Nice and steady, coming into a high plank to hold from here. So make sure the tailbone is tucked under. Let the weight gently bring you forward. Inhale. Exhale, strong back. Don't let the first one, which meant my back had to do the work. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out, hold. Tap the knees and stretch. Good. Let me just turn over my sheet. As I've lost where we were at. Okay. So leg pull supine. Leg pull front. A leg pull is a plank position lifting alternating legs. Coming into the plank, making sure that the fingertips are nice and level. Again, tailbone tuck, shoulders pull back. We inhale. Exhale, lift and flex the right foot. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift and flex. Point and tap. Lift and flex. Point and tap. Lift and flex. Really important that the hips stay level and tap 4 more. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, point, and release. No wobbling the hip. 2, point, last one, lift, point, hold for 2 deep breaths. Exhale, draw the navel, right up to the spine. Last one, breathe in, and release. Good. Step back, and just let those heels drive down. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'll show you front ways on before I turn to the side for your yawning cat. Really steady to open out the spine and stretch the back. So I'm going to take the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. As I do so, I'm going to keep the left arm still as I twist through the upper body. As I exhale, I'm going to just send the right arm underneath the left, threading through into your thread the needle. If you can get down, great. Gaze is lifted if you're allowed. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, hand to mat to change sides. Watch that your bum doesn't go too wobbly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good, release. Changing sides, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and release. Last one either side. Open the back, reach and under. Lift and release. Last one. Lift and under. Lift and release. Good. Take a second just to come going for a dolphin scapular press. So we're thinking upper body, shoulders. I'll give you variation 1, which is a little bit nicer, and then give you variation 2, which if you can, go for this one. So your forearms are going to come onto the floor, and we're going to interlace the fingers. From here, let the knees rest on the floor. This is option 1. Your gaze is onto the mat, forward and down. From here, and very steadily, as I inhale, I'm going to come over the top of my hands, leave the hips in the air, and lower the nose to the floor. As I exhale, pushing through the shoulders, I'm going to align myself back up. Just watch your neck doesn't jut forward on this one, okay? Back of the neck is long. Tailbone tucks under, and we hold for your full version. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. If you're doing the harder version, walk your toes in a little bit to leave the hip in the air. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. 4 to go. Breathe in. 3. 2. It's getting hard. Last one. Release and relax. If you need a quick shoulder stretch, just allow one arm to come in front, look down and away, and the other side, look down and away. Good, scapular press, taking up from where we've just been. So you've just done your shoulders and upper back. The scapula is going to do mid to low back and centre. Forearms for your scapular press are in the same position. Only this time the palms are open. So with the scapular press, you need to have your eyes in line with your thumb and probably your knees a little bit further back. So you're in sort of a 3/4 position. If you want a cushion from underneath your knees, which I'm going to do, feel free. So the tailbone will tuck, the belly button pulls up and in. Not going to drop the hip, I'm still keeping it lifted myself, and the tailbone will probably slightly sit higher than your shoulders because of the position that we're in. So if you're looking at the video thinking what's she on about, I'm thinking right between here, this part of your back. So if this is me on the floor, as I'm pushing away, I'm going to let the chest come forward as I squeeze the shoulder blades together, and using the upper back muscles, I'm going to push away from that and round the upper back. Again, your head is staying nice and long, and the forearms are down. Tailbone tucks as the belly button pulls in. You will feel this in your centre, a bit like a plank position. So I inhale, lower to the ground, squeezing the shoulder blades. Exhale, push up. Keep the belly button tight, squeeze the back of the bum. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Breathe out. 2. Breathe out. Watch your neck doesn't come up and down. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. And release. Take a breathe out. Can feel like one elbow works quite hard in that position. So if you want to come together for it, exactly the same, plant your knuckles together. We are going to do knuckles together if you want to do the second round, which will be harder because I'm going to do it in a full plank position. I think we did 5 or 6. I'll say 6 just to make sure it's a nice even number. So again, we're going to come down and back. Watch that your hips don't drop down when you lower your body. So your whole body just moves as one and lifts as one. Let's get rid of that cushion. Interlace for this one. Step your toes back, let the hips come level, and then just coming into a nice steady plank position. Tailbone, belly button steady. Breathe in, lower. Exhale to lift. 5 to go. Breathe out. 4. 3. 2. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Push. Last one. Inhale. Hold. And relax. Good. Well done. Coming into a single leg kick. So this whole section is about strengthening
sort of from mid-back upwards and opening out the chest a little bit more. So we're going to a single leg kick, which is where the body is forward, forearms are on the floor and again interlaced, and we're looking at stretching the top of your quads, back of your legs, hamstrings, glutes. You will have some element of pelvic floor and centre in here, so the more you can hold them, the more stable you'll be. Tailbone will tuck under, lift the belly button up. So I'll not lift the whole of my thighs, I've just tucked my bum, so the top part of my hip is just lifting. This is really important that you keep your hips totally still, don't rock from side to side. Gaze is forward and down, belly button is pulled in, push the shoulders back, breathe in, right leg will kick, lower, 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 lower. Keep that feeling of lifting underneath the rib, lifting the belly button, just letting both hip bones just lift off. 3, release. 2 more. Last one. And relax. Okay, take a breather. I'm going to repeat, but if you'd like to go stronger, take the whole of the leg off the floor. So you're keeping one leg permanently lifted. So you've got both legs up, one heel down, one heel, and back down. Probably can't see my feet off the end of the mat, but they're there. To just bend at the knee. Shoulders back, tailbone under, and just find that little bit of a lift for me. I took my top in, you should be able to see. I'm just going to come from this position and I'm going to lift. Again, shoulders pull back. This time both legs nice and steady, hover, breathe in, kick, lower. To get the lift, you've got to pull up. And by pulling up, I mean pelvic floor, belly button, all of your tummy off the floor. Lower, lower. 2 more. Last one. And relax. To release. Well done. Grab a sip of water if you need one. Okay, so I've just slightly adjusted, you might just be able to see me a little bit better, certainly face for the next section. Swimming. So Pilates swimming is about strengthening your lower back, abdominals, arms, shoulders, pretty much full body exercise. Breath is pretty important, so you've got to remember to breathe. I'm just going to go in with the full version. It requires double leg lift and double arm lift. If you want to take it down a little bit, you can do single arm to opposite leg, single sides. So position wise, you want your hands almost as wide as the mat, but not quite, so sort of chest open. Forehead starts down and legs along. So we're going to take a deep breath in. I'm going to stretch out of the leg to lift as I exhale, a double leg lift first. Pull the belly button up to get the arms and upper body lifted as well. The height that you create here is what's going to drive your swimming. So nice and steady to prepare. Breathe in, legs, belly button, upper body. From here we alternate opposite arm to opposite leg. I'd like a little bit more height. Keep breathing, inhale through the nose, exhale out. I'm paddling the arms and legs, my hips are still. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. You will feel this across the lower half of the back. If it's completely painful, then you need to drop down to opposite arm and leg. But if it's just working, your back muscles, stay with it. Arms extend, belly button breathe in. Stretching the legs to get height. Upper body 2. Breathing in and swim for 10. Keeping the hips perfectly still as you find that height, nice and strong with the legs, the back. Breathe in and rest. Your heart rate should be pumping. 2 more to go. Make sure you don't wiggle the hips as you swim, up and down only. Breathe in, legs, arms, exhale, inhale, and release. Last round for me. Straighten out the legs, lift the tummy high, breathe in, legs in a lift, arms in a lift, upper body. is aimed mainly at the centre and the core. We're going to keep going with some more tummy exercises. I'll bring a little bit of side line in and then we'll finish off with the final bit of tummy exercises. What have I got done? I've got roll backs and roll ups. So for roll backs, feet are hip distance apart, middle toe in line with knee and line with hip. So you need to create that C curve, which we talk about in Pilates all the time. C curve in the lower back. Tailbone will tuck under. The tailbone tucks through to allow you to stretch and lengthen down the spine. As you go, you need to pull the tummy in and up, not push forward. You'll feel if your abdominals are doming forward. No doming, get rid. Pull in, lift up. Not from the shoulders, but from the tummy. Hands are nice and level. Ideally, you go into the sort of first rib on the floor. Make sure you don't use momentum to get up. Inhale. Exhale, curling through the spine, gluing the toes to the mat, drawing the chin to chest, and then inhale to curl. Keep that curve, and then sit tall at the top. Breathe out. Breathe in. My feet are probably a bit too far away. Exhale, push those heels down, squeezing to lift the pelvic floor, curling all the way back up. Exhale. Inhale. Last time. Round the spine. This is your letter C. I'm going to curl, I'm going to curl, I'm going to curl, I'm going to curl, and I'm going to release. I'm going to lengthen the legs. Heels together. Neck pull if you can, which is fingertips by your temples. If it feels really strong and you find your lower back arch is too much, arms in line with your shoulders. As we inhale, squeeze, flex, push the heels away, letting one vertebrae at a time. Don't let gravity win, keep pushing the heels, squeeze the belly button to lower yourself down, head, neck and shoulders, inhale, and then curl, chin to chest, breathe out, lifting all the way up as you come over, forward stretch. I'm just going to scoop this up, I've got that on vision. Breathe in, heels are flexed, curve, exhale, find the lower back first, keep pulling the belly button in as you start to realign through the spine and the head. As you inhale, look at the toes. Breathe in, breathe out. Forward into that stretch. If you need it, your hands can be here. So they inhale and they exhale. Rolling through the spine. Again, don't lift until you've seen your toes. Just take out any part of momentum in that curl. We'll do 3 more. Breathe in. Let's slow it down. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep pulling. 4, don't get to the ground. 3, keep squeezing. 2, and then release. 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Forward fold. Lift. A little bit quicker. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Not letting the back get to 1 before. Inhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time for 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, and release. It should feel quite tiring. Full sequential control of your abdominal muscles, top, middle, bottom, and then bottom, middle, top. So every part has to work to allow that. And remember, that is a spine stretch. So the more you can curve, the better you'll find it helps you. Double leg, single leg, crisscross. Single, double, crisscross. So it's part of the Pilates 5 series. You're going to take the hands, interlace them, place them behind the back of the head. Release the neck down. We're going to a tabletop, 1 knee up, ankle in line with knee, knee over hip, and the same. Belly button pulls in, chin and chest lifts up. Hands behind your neck if your neck is back. We inhale. Right leg comes forward. Center. So it's called a stretch because the leg moving away from the body is stretching. Exhale. Inhale. 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 Good. Keep going and really slightly angle. Inhale. 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 If you can, one hand comes to the inside of the foot. We change. Speed it up. If you want your hands here, keep them here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it to bring the knees together. Double leg stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Both legs are going to push out, and then slowly we'll pull back in. Breathe. Extend. Inhale. If it's tight in your lower back, go higher to the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale. Full advanced. Arms reach. Head drops. Inhale. Curl. Curl. 7. Curl. 6. Curl. 5. Curl. 4. Curl. 3. Curl. 2. Curl. 1. Good. Curl and hold. Hands behind your head. Last little bit to finish. Single leg stretch. Center. With the crisscross. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Take your gaze to the elbow as it pulls away. So my hips and my ribs are staying on the floor. It's just the shoulders. Everything stays still. Belly button in. We go finish quick. 10. 9. Watch the elbow. I've lost where I am, let's say 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Ooh. Your tummy should be nice and warm after that combination. Good. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit on the rollover. We're going to do a side plank section just to finish off the side, and then I'll take a toe tap to end. So palms are going to stay down. So only attempt this if you've done rollovers competently before. So the legs come all the way up to the ceiling. I'm going to lower the legs and take the weight up and over. I'll just shift forward slightly so you don't lose the legs too much out of view. The legs are coming over the hip, head, neck and shoulders. My arms are released. I'm coming to a 45-degree angle with the legs. Inhale. As I exhale, using the back of the hand, I'm going to lift and hold as I take the hip. Make sure you don't sag into your back. Lift the tailbone up, stretch those legs. As you lower, we're going to take the legs hip distance apart. We flex the heels, lower the legs to the body, and one vertebrae at a time, keeping the head relaxed. We come to a 45-degree position, point the toes and release. Exhale, lift. Flex the heels to open. Good, lower the legs. And again, squeeze. The keys on the way down to keep control. Feet together. Breathe in. Exhale. Try and take any momentum out of that roll. Open and flex. Lower the feet. And lower. Good. This time I'm going to reverse. So I start with flexed feet and open. Breathe in. Exhale, lift. Good. I point the toe. I draw the feet together. I lower the legs. And I roll. Good. We open and flex. Again, lifting up. Use the tummy to get you all the way through. No momentum. Point and close. Lower. And release. The last one. Open, flex. Up. Lower. Point and close. All the way down. And relax. Good, coming into your side section. So we're going to come onto your forearm. Here. Yeah, unfortunately it's harder. I'm going to take a cushion in front underneath my hip because it feels like a lot of weight's on the side, but feel free if you don't need to. So we're going to a side lying oyster. So we've got the knees forward, toes together and heels in line with your bum. Check that your hips are stacked, knees are stacked, and so are your shoulders. I'm just going to rest. It's too low, isn't it? Yeah, just on the elbow and the forearm. The head stays lifted. I'm going to lift the toes off the floor and keep this upper body nice and strong. Breathing in. Exhaling, open the top knee to the ceiling. Don't allow the hip to roll back, keep it forward. Inhale. keeping the underneath part lifted. 4, and close. 3, and close. 2, and close. Last one, open, close, and release. We'll take a full side bend from here. So I come up and lock my bottom heel and my top heel together. So the bottom foot flexes, the top foot just sits inside that flex. The arm and wrist is underneath the shoulder, the hand is going to drive up. As you extend, push the heels down, don't go forward. So you want to push back, not forward. Breathe in. Exhale, lift and extend. Really lift that hip and inhale, lower. Exhale, side bend. And lower. See the arc that I'm creating? That's what I need you to do. Lift and hold. Good. From here, take a deep breath in. Reach the arm. We twist under the hip lifts up. Inhale. We twist under the hip lifts up. Inhale. Last one. We twist under the hip lifts up. Inhale. And then gently soften. Good. I've got one extra little bit to add to your oyster. Down on the floor. This time as the knees lift up, we're going to extend. So we're going to open. We're going to stretch. We're going to tap and close. That's maybe a bit nicer. You can go on your forearm if it feels easier. That's a bit weird, I don't like it. Toes together. So we open, we lift, we tap and lower. Open, lift, tap and lower. Watch the hip. Open, lift, tap and lower. Open, lift, tap and lower. Open, lift, tap and lower. Last one. Open, lift, tap. Hold it. We're going to squeeze the knees apart. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep lifting. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Spin around to the other side. Let's go straight in. Under the hip. So I did start here previously, but I think here is just as good. Toes together, knees together. Lift out of the ribs. Exhale, open. Inhale. Pushing the big toes together. Open, gluing that hip. Inhale. Open. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Close and lower. Good, gently pushing up. Flex the bottom foot, take the top heel into that gap, making sure the arm is just away. So you can extend, think legs come down to pull forward. Breathe in. Push and straighten the legs, squeeze the hip up and release. Side bend, get that top arm up, over, reach and release. Last one, lift. Good, take the arm up. This time as I twist under, I lift the hip up and I come side plank. Lift the hip up, side plank. Last one, up, side plank. And release, that's hard. Forearm. Back in, knees and toes lift up, breathe in, exhale, stretch, in and close, open, stretch, in and close, open, stretch, in and close, open, stretch, in. 2 more. Open, stretch, in and close. Open, stretch, in. Hold the hip. 10 squeezes. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Really good. Well done. Okay, so we've got 2 exercises to finish. We're going to go for the 100 as your final. just to really kick it off with a nice big burn. And we're going to take a shoulder bridge. So the shoulder bridge is just to pull up to increase the strength, stability in your lower back and thighs. If you've got a big cushion, this might be the time to pop this one underneath the back of your neck. For the shoulder bridge, you want to make sure that your heels are directly underneath your knees. So heels under your knees, knees in line with hips, your toes are level and your palms are level. Shoulders relaxed and the belly button connects. Really important that you zip up the pelvic floor, so feel everything lifting, breathing in. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone into imprint so the lower back's connected. Close your ribs and begin to lift all the way to the ceiling. Pushing the heels down, lifting the hips high, breathe in. And exhale, release. I'm not a big fan, feels a big cushion. Just have a little one. Again, breathing in. Exhale, tailbone, belly button push. And lower. Breathing in. Exhale. Push the hips high, squeeze the back of the bum. And lower. Good, the next one we're going to stay up, so we curl all the way under. When we get to the top, pull the ribs in, zip the belly button. From here, I'm going to lift the right heel. I'm going to float the right knee up to tabletop and tap. Keep the hips still, lift and tap. Last one. Tap and release. Notice I didn't wobble, or I tried not to as much as possible. Breathe in, left heel, exhale and tap. And tap. Last one. Tap, heel, and all the way down. Nice and steady, realign the spine. Good, I'm going to repeat that one more time. Breathe in. Exhale, pushing up. Take your time to lift up. When you get there, zip the pelvic floor and belly button, close your ribs. Right heel, lift, and tap. And tap. Last one. Keep that tummy really tight to support the lower back so it doesn't dip. Left. And tap. And tap. Last one. Squeeze. They're not easy. Tap, heel. And release. They're certainly not easy if you do them properly. Good. The last one will be a fully straight leg. So the leg's going to come all the way up. I'm going to lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 5 pulses. And then rest. This is the end. Breathe in. Tailbone tucks. All the way up. Push the the left heel down, bring the right knee up. Stretch it. Ideally the leg is above the hip. Flex. Point and lift. In line with the knee as it lowers. Just to the knee. Point and lift. Last one. Point and lift. Hold to drop the hip. 5. Push. 4. Push. 3. Push. 2. Push. 1. Push. Bend to release. Breathe in. Left leg, knee in. Stretch above the hip. Exhale, flex. Inhale, I'm holding strong. Point. Last one. Okay, using this ball, my drop, push the heel. Drop, push the heel. Drop, push. 2. 1. Toe, heel. And release. All the way down. Well done. Give the knees a little hug. And a gentle rock. Nice deep breaths in and out. Good, we'll finish with a dead bug into your 100. So the knees come back into tabletop. Head, neck and shoulders relax. Arms up towards the ceiling. So we've just done the toe tap section. So the movement starts at the hip, it comes away from the body. But we're going to add opposite arm to opposite leg. Concentrating on closing your ribs, keeping the distance between your last rib and your hip to a minimum, small. Breathe in. Right leg, left arm. Exhale. Inhale. The more controlled you make it, the harder you will work. Notice the arm just goes by my face, it doesn't go above my head. As soon as you take it too high, your ribs can't hold it. pull in to lift. Exhale. Inhale, so I've got very clicky hips. Say Martha. 4. Breathe in. 3. Breathe in. 2. Breathe in. 1. Good. Arms. Extend the legs. Reach up and off towards the shins. Good. Lower the legs 45. Hands by your side. Let's finish. Pull the belly button strong. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Halfway there. Exhale. Belly button pulls. Exhale. 2. Breathe out. Last round. Exhale. And release. Good, well done. Take your arms above your head, take your legs out for a full body stretch. Allow the arms to reach and the shoulders to relax. Take a deep breath in and release. Good. If you need to have a gentle spine twist, knees go to the right, arms and upper body go to the left. Stay here for 5, 4, 3. Obviously you won't have a wall in your way. And then lift, opposite direction. And twist, looking over the opposite shoulder. Good, let your hands meet your knees to come up. Good, sit nice and tall to finish. Taking a deep breath in and out. Good, thank you for joining me. I hope you had a good time.